Hi Virgo, how's it going? I am going to be doing a general reading for you. I hope you're doing awesome. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday today, but whenever you come across this reading is when you're supposed to receive the messages, okay? I'm going to be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so if any of your messages repeat, I believe that Spirit really wants you to get the message, so I'll try and catch that and let you know. If any of your cards come out upside down, that means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. People can show up in your readings, kings, queens, knights, and pages. They either represent you, someone in your life, or a situation. Okay, we'll do one card at a time. We'll focus on one card at a time. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there. And yeah, if the messages repeat, try and catch that. I'll try and catch that and let you know. I just really believe Spirit wants you to get the message when they repeat. Okay. So 10 cards for a Celtic cross spread for Virgo. What guidance, insight, confirmation, clarification can you give Virgo today, please, Spirit? Okay, so 2 Ace of Cups and Judgment reversed jumped out, but we're going to do them one at a time, please, Spirit. One card at a time, please, Spirit. Okay, here we go, Virgo. So your first card represents your current situation. And you have the Mother reversed. This is a major arcana card. This is the Empress, okay? This card is represented by Venus in astrology. So reverse, this card is talking about dependence on others or smothering, a lack of self-reliance, a lack of progress. I just wanted to mention also this week the energy for everyone in the collective is all about expansion and growth. Okay. When this card comes out reversed, it's talking about a creative block, a lack of progress, a lack of growth, insecurity, overbearing, negligence, could be dependence on others. So make sure you're really relying on yourself. You're not being overbearing. The Empress reverse is saying that you should be nurturing yourself, Virgo. It's time to nurture yourself. You may have been spending too much time caring for others. Maybe you've recently had a child whose demands have worn you out. You need to take time out for yourself instead of neglecting your own needs, okay? The Empress reversed is saying that it's a call for self-love, balance, and the awareness that you deserve the same care and attention you give to your loved ones. Time to fill up your own cup. Okay. This card could suggest the possibility of too much nurturing and a danger of smothering someone or something. Second, you may be trying to rush a situation, creation, or project. Spirit The advice from Spirit is to back off and just let nature take its course. Okay? Overindulgence in pleasure and material things. The Empress reverse could represent sterility or miscarriage of ideas or children, the end of a love affair, inharmonious influence, an unhappy woman, blocked creativity, material discomfort, sexual ties without love, pleasure-seeking nature, an unwanted child, or an abortion. So that's everything. Well, that's a lot of the Empress, the Mother reverse. So just take what resonates and then just leave the rest, okay? Then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, you have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is Cancer energy. This card talks about you might be self-questioning yourself. You may be reevaluating things, contemplating things. This is a card of apathy, disconnectedness, melancholy, okay? Feeling indifferent, discontent, bored, dissatisfaction. This is a card of depression, crisis. So the Four of Cups, you are withdrawing your emotions from a situation or a person. After intense emotional involvement, you may need some space for yourself. There's a feeling of letdown after a build-up, as in the postpartum blues, or when you have to deal with all the nitty-gritties of making a marriage work. This card represents a state of apathy and withdrawal. This may be a necessary rest, okay, after what you've just recently been through. Again, Spirit's saying it's time to get away by yourself and just relax, recenter yourself for a while before getting back into your daily grind. Fill up your own cup, Virgo. Self-love, okay? Nurture yourself. So this card can represent self-absorption, apathy, and boredom. You've been disappointed by somebody or something, and now you're emotionally stuck. You don't like what's in front of you, and you can't be bothered to look further than your own brooding mind. It's a shame though, because if you listen to the voice of wisdom, you'll look up and see that what you need is not that far away. Okay? Boredom, hitting a plateau in a relationship or at work. Finding yourself in a situation in which you're beginning to feel listless and even stuck. You may be feeling disillusioned and flat as the expectations you once had don't materialize. You may feel the need for inspiration or direction and hope for positive change. Rather than wait for things to improve dramatically, you can make some small decision that lifts your mood so you can see where to go next. Okay? So you don't have to be stuck, Spirit is saying. You can make some decisions here, change up the energy of the situation. Okay? So yeah. Boredom, reevaluating emotional affairs or connections. Maybe you're indulging in an emotional state and are ignoring present opportunities. So be careful what you're focusing on, what you're thinking of. That's what you're manifesting into your life, okay? Focus on the positive and set goals. Then your third card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. And you have the Justice card. Okay, so your foundation card is a major arcana card. This is Libra energy. So this card is all about justice, karma, consequence, taking accountability, law, truth. This card is saying, this card is about taking the correct action. It's a card of balance, reflection, decision. It's honesty, integrity, cause and effect, fairness. It's good karma. Okay. So in your foundation position, the Justice card says you're concerned with external circumstances, waiting for the right time to act. You might be seeking justice in personal or business affairs, or you may be involved with a lawsuit. In any case, it's important to resolve the situation in a way that is fair to all participants. You must create a balance not only of power, but in terms of your emotional reactions to the situation. This is a time for moderation in all things, for creating harmony to facilitate relationships. You may be called upon to arbitrate for others, or you may be subject to arbitration yourself. Your judgment is good at this time, and you are not swayed by personal considerations or bias. This card can represent the importance of your choices. Whatever decision or decisions you make now will have significant consequences in your future, Virgo, so choose carefully. Spirit saying rely on logic and reason to make the decision rather than emotion. If you're experiencing good fortune, this card can be letting you know that your past actions made the good fortune possible. It could represent a legal situation that will be resolved in your favor. This card is also reminding you to balance your physical concerns with your spiritual growth. Okay? So yeah, justice reveals a decision in your favor, provided that this is right, fair, and deserving. The card can relate to the outcome of legal matters or signify those who work in the legal profession. Overall, the truth prevails and your situation improves as a result. Justice can also reveal the need to find balance in your life by following your own truth and values. Okay? So Spirit is saying, speak truth to yourself, to thine own self, be true. Okay? One of my favorite quotes, to thine own self, be true. Be real with yourself there, Virgo. Okay? Look at a situation exactly as it is. So yeah, balance in legal matters. When opposing forces are in harmony, the appropriate decision can be made. Nonetheless, choices have consequences since they cause change. So you're advised to consider that making the right decision requires a dispassionate evaluation of your situation. Use your intellect and facts, not emotions. The situation requires you to be honest and fair. Have courage and connect with your conviction before making any decisions. Being resolute and grounded is required. Integrating conscious and subconscious. This card also represents a generous and fair-minded person. Again, a favorable settlement of legal matters, contracts, or negotiations. Okay. It can indicate a choice or decision, a logical choice, a logical decision, a balanced, fair, clear-sighted view of life. And it can also represent accountants, judges, lawyers, people who make the laws. So we'll have to see what other cards come out. If the Hierophant comes out or if the Lover's card comes out. Could be a signing of contracts, a legal battle that ends fairly. Okay. Signing of legal documents to establish a contract or a business. So we'll have to see if the Hierophant or the Lover's card comes out. And then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the Nine of Cups reversed. Okay, so the Nine of Cups reversed is represented by Pisces. This card talks about a lack of fulfillment, a lack of inner joy, inner happiness. It's talking about being disappointed again, Virgo. So they're repeating that message. Being smugness, snobbery, arrogance, indulgence. They're talking about indulgence again. So make sure you're in moderation in everything. You're not overindulging, okay? This card talks about dissatisfaction. Again, lack of inner joy. That's just my little Jack Russell behind me if you're wondering what the noise is. So this card is just saying to you, don't worry, Virgo. Just have more faith in the universe. Relax. Don't get in your own way by trying to control things. This card could be saying that your fondest wishes and desires are not coming true, or it could indicate the unraveling of a happy life or a major aspect of it. Nine of Cups reversed has something to do with your past, but is relevant of your current situation. This card is warning you, beware of feeling smug, okay? There may be a delay in the fulfillment of your wishes. So just keep practicing gratitude, okay? Let's keep going. Then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen soon in your life, is the Tower card. Major Arcana came out reversed. This is Mars energy. So this card is saying that there was a disaster avoided, or you're averting a disaster or delaying a disaster. There's a fear of suffering, or you're delaying the inevitable. There may be a fear of change, or you're resisting change. You may be going through a personal transformation at this time, or very soon. It says you're refusing to change old habit patterns, and you will suffer continued disruption in the form of unforeseen difficulties until you finally make some changes in your life. You may be confused about just who and what you are. At a deep level, you're being prepared for the changes that must eventually take place, but you are resisting what your inner self knows already. To thine own self be true, Virgo. Once you alter fixed beliefs and limited ideas, you'll enjoy a new sense of freedom. Okay. This card implies that the shakeup caused by the Tower is not external, but rather internal and less obvious. Instead of a storm happening on the outside, something happens inside that creates the epiphany. So you've experienced some major change within you. Spirit is saying that's given you this wake-up call from the universe. The Tower reversed is saying is more disruptive and chaotic. There's a need to accept the upcoming changes. You might feel like you're not able to withstand the pressure. Some of you may feel like you're having a nervous breakdown. The advice from Spirit is take less on board, okay? You're advised to take less on board. The process of change has already begun, and not going with the flow will result in stagnation and more problems. If you're repressing feelings of grief, rage, or disappointment, Spirit's saying you need to let them go and your life will soon improve. So those messages repeated, I would make a note of that for sure. Then your 6th card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. And you have the 7 of Wands, okay? This is the outcome that you desire most, and the 7 of Wands is Leo energy. So this card is saying that you are at a position of advantage, in a position of advantage. You have the upper hand. This card says you're being protective, you're defending yourself, protecting your territory. This is a challenge. You're standing up for yourself. This is a card of negotiations, perseverance, mount defense. Spirit saying maintain control, persevere. Okay. 7 of Wands, what you want. Profit and gain come only after you've firmly held off your competition or enemies. You may be outnumbered, but your determination will win the day. You're discovering inner resources you didn't even realize you had and using them to overcome obstacles. You have the advantage and will eventually achieve success by sheer force of will and motivation. This card is all about courage and determination. You're willing to fight for what you believe in and will stand your ground. Previously, you might have fallen into complacency, but now you're ready to face these challenges. This is what you want. The 7 of Wands. A challenge. You may need to fend off a barrage of upcoming demands and requests, or feel you must otherwise actively defend your position. The message is that you be crystal clear about your beliefs and intentions and communicate them precisely so you cannot be misunderstood. Then the situation will not get out of control. Be clear about your boundaries in advance so those concerned know exactly where they stand. This card could also represent a cause you feel passionate about and speaking up and are speaking up in defense of it. Actively hold true to what you value. Someone or something has put a block in your path, and before you can move forward and continue on your journey, you have to face a challenge. You need to be brave, strong, and confident. This is not a fight to ignore. There's just too much at stake. You cannot afford to give up. You must defend yourself, Spirit is saying, okay? When you show perseverance and courage to overcome any opposition and difficulties, and you persevere, Spirit's saying you will be successful, okay? So keep going. Then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we have, I thought we had no. Okay, so second seven so far. So this is your self-image, how you see yourself. The Seven of Cups is represented by Scorpio. So this card is talking about choices again. Having to make a choice, decisions. It's wishful thinking. It's searching for purpose. It's fantasy, opportunities, having a vision, a dream, imagination, daydreaming. So your self-image card, you're looking at a number of possibilities now, too many to make an easy choice. With so many options, you're exploring different intentions in your imagination, but deciding which to manifest is a challenge. This card signifies a time of great creative potential, along with the energy to make use of it. Many options are available. The difficulty is in choosing the right one. This card represents fantasy and imagination. Okay. Possibility. This card shows there's much going on behind the scenes, hidden from view. You cannot yet see exactly what you're dealing with. Until then, your imagination knows no bounds because you have little information to go on. While this is a positive card for creating creative projects and manifesting what you want, an additional meaning is fantasy. Maybe you might ask yourself if you're escaping reality, avoiding what needs to be done in the material world. So that message is repeating there, Virgo. If you're feeling up in the air, Spirit's saying just focus on one option at a time, okay? Trust yourself to see the truth. Again, to thine own self be true. The Seven of Cups represents having too many choices, all of which seem very appealing to you. You're spending time dreaming about them, imagining what each would be like, but still you cannot pick one. This card includes a hint that might help. You're drawn to these choices emotionally. Set aside those emotions for a moment and invite a little reason into the picture. While emotionally appealing, some of the choices may not be good for you. So Spirit's saying you have to make sure you choose wisely, okay? They're repeating those messages. They want you to use your intellect and facts, right? There's a lot of confusion. Decisions about creative and relationship matters must be made no matter how difficult they are. And you're so confused because there's so much choice. But this, again, Spirit's saying this isn't a time to be daydreaming. Your imagination is too vivid. You have to be realistic, with yourself. And then your 8th card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. And you got another major arcana. You got the Wheel of Fortune, but it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is Jupiter energy. This card's saying, again, you're resisting change. There's resistance to change, unwelcome changes. It's talking about delays again, breaking cycles. There's a lack of control or no control, or maybe clinging to control. This card could also represent a period of bad luck. So the Wheel of Fortune reverse says you're holding back your own destiny by refusing to make the necessary changes or take the required actions. And this is causing stagnation and frustration. So they've talked about that already. You think you're waiting for the right time, but fear of the unknown is blocking you. You may be fantasizing about what you want to do, but you have to take action before anything can happen. So they're repeating those messages, okay? You may be fantasizing about what you want to do, but you have to take action before anything can happen. You might experience delays because of lack of commitment. The advice from Spirit is, ask the universe to show you the way and fearlessly follow the direction you are given. Quit being wishy-washy and get on with what you already know you need to do. Okay? You already know what you need to do, Spirit is saying here. So, bad luck dogs your path, but just be patient. That's just my dog. But be patient, because the wheel is always in motion and fate will smile once again. Spirit's saying again, it's a bad time to initiate new projects or gamble on things going in your favor. There may be unexpected delays, but change is usually positive at the end. You might have to expect the unexpected, okay? This card can suggest a temporary setback or even a complete reversal of fortunes in a direction that you didn't desire. It can also warn against the uselessness of flailing in the face of circumstances you cannot change. Then your hopes and fears card, what you hope for or fear the most in your situation. Oh, you got another 7. 3 7s now. So when I get the same number 3 or more times in a reading, I like to talk about the number. I don't normally do numerology, but this is your 3rd 7. So the number 7 symbolizes the inner life, solitude, and soul searching. 7 is a mystical number depicting wisdom and spirituality. There are 7 heavens, 7 days of the week, the 7th being holy, 7 colors in the visible spectrum, 7 notes in many musical scales, and 7 major chakras. When 7s appear in a reading, they indicate a time of turning inward to discover the meaning of life, what has been happening to you, and why. You may be searching for answers. Perhaps you feel an intense need to be alone. 7 often refers to rebirth, and that's the card that jumped out when I was shuffling at the beginning. Rebirth, religious inclinations, and spiritual resources. Some people retreat from the busyness of everyday life at this time to attend to their inner development. emblematic of the path of solitude, analysis, and contemplation. 7 marks a time when you are exploring your individuality in your own way. This is not a time to begin projects related to the material or financial world. Your energy is focused on the inner rather than the outer realm. Now is a good time to examine your past experiences and evaluate what's happening in the present day. You might wish to study different spiritual outlets, take up tarot, or start paying attention to your dreams. Whatever will help you find your own true path in life. This card could also indicate that you're spending too much time alone and you need to socialize. So, this is what you hope or fear the most in your situation. You got the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So this card is talking about growth, progress, results, rewards, harvest, planning, long-term view, perseverance, diligence, okay? Taking a rest after working hard. This card could represent disappointing returns. This might be why you're disappointed. This is a card of hard work, but it's telling you it's time to take a break too, okay? You've put in the time and effort and have paid your dues, and now you'll gain in your business or other enterprise. Not only that, but you feel great satisfaction from a job well done. Growth and good fortune are yours, well earned, okay? So yeah, receiving the benefits that you've earned by your own hard work. So, but take a break. You've done everything you can do. You just have to wait now. Potential growth, as this card represents. You reflect on your situation and wonder if it's all being worthwhile. But this card is telling you to keep going. Even when you're doubting yourself or your goal, you're on the right track. If you commit and persevere, you will get the rewards you deserve. It may be tempting to feel dissatisfied and look elsewhere, as you have worked hard and invested much time and energy. Spirit saying, appreciate the gains you have made and dedicate yourself, because there is much more to come. So it's going to be a good harvest when it comes. So just keep going. Don't give up. Have patience. Take a break. Take a rest if you have to. But keep going. Okay? And then your future card, if all is to remain as is the Knight of Cups. This is either you or someone in your life or a situation. It's Pisces energy. So this card is saying you might receive an offer. Okay, that Knight of Cups brings an offer. This card is talking about imagination again, following your heart, being romantic, diplomatic, tactful, graceful, charming, highly principled. So the Knight of Cups in your future position, an offer or other opportunity comes to you. This may be an invitation or proposal of some kind, which sounds like exactly what you need. The card can show the early stages of a relationship. As a person in your reading, this knight, male or female, is romantic but not practical. So he or she may say just what you want to hear but forget the practicalities. The message here is to wait and observe and let this person prove their value before you agree to any plan. Okay, Knight of Cups in your future position. This Knight is bringing you a message about love, or he might represent your true love, the Knight on the white horse. His appearance indicates that you're deeply involved in an emotional situation to the point where little else matters. You may be awaiting this message, such as a declaration of love or a proposal of marriage, with such anticipation that everything else seems insignificant. If this Knight does not represent a lover, he's certainly a friend who is honest, intelligent, and willing to aid you. Okay, so that's your reading today there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I actually think I'm going to pull an oracle card. Let's do this one. Is it this one I'm feeling? What am I feeling here? Let's see. Which card should I pick, Spirit? Which one? This one. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to pull an oracle card from this deck here. Just to end the reading here. Okay, so one oracle card, please, Spirit, for Virgo. One final message for Virgo, please, Spirit. Your final message, Virgo, is stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. Okay, so let's see what this Spirit has for you with this message. Stepping into stillness. Take a moment to enter into the silent, deep place within you. Be still. Let everything go and focus on what is truly important. Imagine spiraling down into the source of your essence. Breathe deeply. Allow your body to relax into the present moment, the here and now. Deep within you is an inner sanctuary. Having this inner peace, however, doesn't mean that there isn't chaos or disharmony around you. It means that no matter what is occurring in your life, you can observe it from a place of stillness. Surrender to the sweet energy of quietude. Avoid the temptation to embrace the drama and urgency of life. Affirm that you have all the time you need. Power is born in stillness, and your potential is dramatically expanding in the majesty of silence. So, some questions you can ask yourself. What do I need to stop or surrender in my life? How can I enter into my inner stillness? As I become still, what will expand in my life and what will contract? This week for everyone the energy is all about expansion and growth. So I'm not surprised to see those messages. Okay, that's your reading, Virgo. Let me know how it goes. Have a good day. Take care. See you next time. Bye.